If you think luxury sedans are just for rich businessmen and boring dads, think again. Because there was a time when Mercedes built something so wild, so ahead of its time, that it could gap Ferraris while you sipped coffee in the driver's seat. I'm talking about the 2003 to 2006 Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG. And here's the craziest part, you can pick one up today for under $10,000. Yeah, you heard that right. Supercar performance, German luxury, and muscle car attitude for less than the price of a new Corolla. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into one of the most iconic performance sedans ever built. And by the end of this, you'll see why the E55 AMG still matters, even if you're a die-hard JDM fan. At its core, the E55 AMG isn't just another fancy Mercedes. This thing was a statement. Back in 2003, Mercedes wanted to prove that a four-door luxury car didn't have to be soft and boring. So they handed it over to AMG, the mad scientists of speed, and told them to go crazy. What came out of their lab was the fastest sedan in the world at the time. Faster than BMW's M5, faster than Audi's S6, and get this, even faster than some Ferraris of its era. This car perfectly blends refinement with raw power. It doesn't scream for attention, but it doesn't need to. It's like a well-tailored suit, hiding a heavyweight boxer underneath. And that's the whole appeal, it's a sleeper. A big, bad German sleeper. Pop the hood, and you'll find the real star of the show, a 5.4-liter supercharged V8. This monster cranks out 469 horsepower and an earth-shattering 516 pound-feet of torque. To put that into perspective, that's more torque than a modern Toyota Supra. Step on the gas, and you're catapulted from 0 to 60 in just 4.5 seconds. For a sedan weighing over 4,000 pounds, that's absurd. But numbers only tell half the story. It's the way this engine delivers its power that makes it so addictive. The supercharger whines, the V8 growls, and before you know it, you're flying past cars that thought they had a chance. And unlike a lot of high-strung performance cars, the E55 AMG does all this effortlessly. No drama, no fuss, just raw, unfiltered thrust. You'd think a car this heavy would feel like a tank, but AMG worked their magic here. The E55 uses Mercedes' Airmatic suspension, which automatically adjusts to your driving conditions. Want a comfy cruise? No problem. Feeling aggressive? Drop it down, stiffen it up. And this thing suddenly feels way smaller than it is. And let's talk about that 5-speed automatic. On paper it sounds old school, but in practice it just works. Shifts are quick enough to keep you pinned back in your seat, and smooth enough to remind you you're still in a Mercedes. It's not a dual-clutch wizard, but it fits the car's vibe perfectly. Brutal power, delivered with a touch of class. From the outside, the E55 AMG doesn't scream for attention. No massive wings, no fake vents. Just a clean, purposeful look. Wide fenders, quad exhaust tips, and an AMG grille that hints something special is going on here. It's the kind of car you park next to a regular E-Class, and only car nerds will notice the difference until you floor it. Inside, it's classic Mercedes. Leather everywhere, heated seats, and premium materials that still feel solid 15-plus years later. Sure, the infotainment is outdated by today's standards, but who cares? When you've got a supercharged V8 under your right foot, your Spotify playlist suddenly isn't the main event. The E55 AMG didn't just show up and disappear. It changed the game. Before this, car performance sedans were either fast but harsh, or comfy but dull. The E55 proved you could have both. It was the car that made people rethink what a luxury sedan could be, and it set the stage for future monsters like the E63 AMG. And here's the thing, even though it's over 15 years old, enthusiasts still talk about it. Why? Because it nailed the formula. Big power, daily usability, and a design that's aged like fine wine. If you're a JDM fan who loves building cars, the E55 AMG has something for you too. These things respond insanely well to mods. A simple ECU tune can unlock even more horsepower and remove the top speed limiter. Want it louder? Swap in an aftermarket exhaust and let that V8 sing. Cold air intakes upgraded pulleys for more boost coilovers for sharper handling. The options are endless. Some builds push these cars to 600+ horsepower with relative ease. And the best part, you can still daily it. Try finding another 15-year-old sedan that can roast supercars and take you to work in total comfort. Now let's keep it real. These aren't bulletproof like a Lexus LS400. The E55 AMG demands respect. Regular synthetic oil changes are a must, and you'll want to keep an eye on common trouble spots, air suspension leaks, valve cover gasket seepage, and potential rust around the wheel arches. The 5-speed transmission is solid, but if you ignore early signs of rough shifting, you'll regret it. Is it cheap to maintain? Nope. But when you consider the performance you're getting for under 10K, it's worth the price of admission. Think of it like owning a performance legend. You're not just buying a car, you're buying an experience. You might be thinking, cool, but I'm all about JDM. Here's the thing, the E55 AMG is basically Europe's answer to the JDM sleeper. It doesn't look outrageous, but it's packing serious firepower. Just like a Toyota Chaser or a Nissan Laurel, it's about surprising people who underestimate it. And if you're a tuner at heart, you'll appreciate how much potential this platform has. It's different, sure, but the philosophy is the same. Take something subtle and make it terrifyingly fast. The 2003-2006 Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG is more than just a car. It's a piece of performance history that you can actually afford. It blends power class and tunability in a way that few cars ever have. And the fact that you can snag one for under 10K, that's just ridiculous. Would I daily one? Absolutely. Would I build it into a 600 horsepower monster just to embarrass supercars on weekends? Even more, absolutely. So what do you think? Would you rock a German sleeper like this, or stick with a JDM legend? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe, because we've got more underrated monsters coming your way. Remember, not every fast car has to look fast. Some of the best ones never do.